Let's see. And there we go. Give me a second, guys. Just getting the comment section brought up here. All right. How's everybody doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Wednesday, May 10th, and this is your Daytona Beach Coach's Corner. With me, as always, to my left here, we have the Mr. General Manager himself, Mr. Craig Miles. To my right, we have the Assistant Head Coach, Mr. Coach Turner. And always in the cut, way over there in the corner, he ain't got no food this time, but he's always over here with us. That's our OC, Coach Joe, right here. My name is Coach Eli. I'm the DC, and this is the gang's all here, really. Just missing Mr. Clark. Where is Coach Clark at today?
Yeah, so
He's still celebrating his birthday?
Lots of business to take care of today.
Oh yeah. Hey, that's a busy man right there. I tell you what, it's hard to get him to come in here and have an hour or so just to kill. He got so much stuff going on.
Signing autographs.
Yeah, right. Signing autographs. He's Coach Joe sending people to him left and right. So, hey man. So, hey, we are here at Back Alley Lanes. Today I have Mr. Frank Scott here with us. It's GM here, right? GM.
I'm just a manager.
No, you're the man around here. I hear you know a little bit of everything.
Well, don't tell the boss that I'm the GM. She may not like that.
So hey man, tell us a little bit about the place. You know, how long you been here? What got you started? You know, what all y'all got going on over here?
I'll tell you what, and one of the reasons, we laugh because it's a family-owned business, and a husband, wife, and their son. Their son's kind of a prodigy. He had his first arcade when he was 13 up at the Volusia Mall.
Really?
Yeah, this kid is amazing.
Now is that the which one is it? I do know there's arcade over there. Is that the one that has all the computer systems where you can go?
Right,
they got the
yeah.
PlayStations, Xbox.
Yeah,
I did see that.
Since they took over this, they closed that place down so they can focus on this. But this place was built a couple of years ago, but they took it over maybe 9 or 10 months ago. They put a lot into it. If people had been there before, they walk in now, they say, "What happened to this place?"
Really?
Everything from painting the walls and doing murals all over the place, and of course, just improving everything. The games, the virtual reality gaming.
It's a constant competition with the stuff. You got to keep it up. Every year you got something else you got to upgrade. These kids, man, they want it all.
Yeah, and they're great. I mean, every time I walk in here, there's something new. and I walk in here 4 or 5 times a week, so it's pretty good. And it's great to work for a family like that. They're really committed to the business, and it just keeps growing. Every day people walk in and say, "I didn't know you were here." I just talked to a guy earlier. "I didn't know you were here, but we're coming back." He had a turtle in a bag. I think he went to a pet store near here. Oh, over there, yeah. Mr. Petman. He had a turtle in a bag, and he's like, "I didn't know you guys were here." But we're in the south entrance of the Sunshine Park Mall, so you've got to kind of go around the building, and you can come right in the south entrance. And we're just excited to be here, excited to support the Daytona Broncos. And we see you guys all the time in here. Coach, the GM, I always call him Coach. That's how long I know him.
That's Coach Craig. That's Coach Craig.
I know him from when he was just the coach. Now he's GM.
Yeah.
But before the season started, he was coming in here, and of course, Maria and Greg, the owners, they were excited about getting involved with this team. And we were just talking on the 20th, you've got a playoff game, got these big 72-inch TVs, and here we're just going to put that on and live stream it.
There you go.
Of course, we prefer people go out to the game and see it live.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but it's all the way in Ocala, so if you're home and you can't make it that way and you don't want to just sit at home and watch it, you come right here to Back Alley Lanes, they're going to throw it up on the bar room for you.
Yeah, we'll put it on the big TVs, and the coverage of the games is really excellent. What you guys do is really good.
This game is going to be, are they doing the 360 for this one?
No.
Are they going to wait till the championship? Okay, so this one we won't have it, but the next, the championship game, they're going to bring in that 360 coverage where they're going to have all around the field.
And that'll be June 3rd, right?
That'll be June 3rd.
You guys are looking to repeat from what I understand.
So we're one game at a time right now, but hey, we're going to be there regardless. So it is what it is. So as far as, there's a little bit of everything out here. So you talked a little bit, you got the arcades, they have, you have the virtual reality room. Now this is one of the first ones I've really seen out here. Are there any other places that do this, or is this just y'all?
You've got to travel quite a distance. I think Jacksonville has one. I think Orlando might have one. But this is the Omni VR Arena. They do a competition every month, and the first place team wins $2,000. This is all the places in the country that have it. all the way down. I mean, I think the total prize pool is $3,500, and they do that every single month. And you can come in and it's just the price to play. And if you get the high score at the end of the month, you pick up real cash.
That's pretty cool right there. I mean, like I said, I've never really seen them like this because they have the actual, you actually step in there, you put the set on, and you're strapped into this little machine, and they have like a treadmill underneath you, so you're actually running around, and it's it's real deal.
I love watching. Sometimes people get so into it, they're really running around.
I always see the videos of people that they put it on, and you can tell they're sitting on a cliff or something because they're wobbling and wobbling. My son has a VR one, but it's just like the regular headset you put on, and you can walk around. Oh, you're good. You can go ahead. And every time I try it, I sit in the living room. I always end up punching something. Every single time, it never fails. I always punch something, wall, table, something. So
we've got a Jurassic Park game where you're in a Jeep, and you've got to actually use your hands and grab stuff. And it's fun watching everybody play that. And of course, the shoot 'em up games. We've got a lot of different VR games, and the bowling alleys. So 8 lanes.
Right.
Professional bowling. People say, is it the things on the strings? The pin. No, these are regulation Brunswick lanes.
I think they all say that because it's a little smaller than what they're used to, because it's more of a, I guess it makes you feel like it's more of a VIP bowling session. You come in, you got the nice love seats, the couches, a real fancy cushion, and you come in, you can get the food and all that stuff brought over, and it's only like, would you say 8 lanes?
8 lanes, yeah.
So it's more VIP. Like it's not, you don't have a million people in there running around trying to bowl. It's just a couple lanes here and there. So
it's kind of good because a lot of times people try to go bowling and places have leagues and they have no lanes available. We don't do leagues because we only have 8 lanes. So come on in, open bowling all the time, and of course $2 a game on Tuesday, $2 Tuesday, and half price on Wednesday.
$2 Tuesday.
Yeah,
I like it. So what kind of food you got here? I hear the bowling.
Well, we got the Boom Boom Shrimp. How's the Boom Boom Shrimp treating you over there?
Beautiful.
He's been okay.
Beautiful.
You got your mic on? They probably that's all they hear in the mic.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
we got a pretty good menu. We got pizza, we've got fresh burgers or fresh hand-packed burgers. We've got wings. Everybody loves the wings.
Oh yeah.
Boom Boom Shrimp, the loaded fries. We got the Melty Mound.
That's what I was going to say. Don't even get just skip the loaded fries. Go straight to the Melty Mound. It's only like $2 more, and you get fried chicken and teriyaki sweet sauce or whatever it is on there.
Yeah,
that was you should have went with.
Yeah. I think I might go back.
And of course, if you like the Spirits full liquor bar, ice cold beer, draft beer, we got about a dozen different draft beers on tap. So
yeah, you can't have a bar without the alcohol. So unless you were just a soda bar, but that wouldn't be fun.
Yeah, this facility is almost like 3 different facilities between the arcade and the bowling and then the restaurant and bar.
Right.
And people walk in here and it's like a maze. They're like, okay, well,
they don't know where to go. They don't know which way.
Welcome to come on in and explore the place and have a good time.
Yeah,
definitely.
Really set up nice too.
Yeah, definitely come down. What kind of do y'all do events or anything like that?
Yeah, we just had an event last Friday. A young lady here in Volusia County had a heart transplant. She's just a teenager and she had a new heart, and she successfully went through that, but with the medical bills and everything, we did an event where people got to come in, unlimited bowling, unlimited games, and then we had silent auction items that they bid on, and it worked out really, really well.
That's pretty cool right there.
A lot of businesses in the community donated items, so we were able to raise a whole lot of money to help out with those expenses. And that was nice.
That was awesome.
We do events like that quite often. And
really?
Then, Embry-Riddle just booked an event here, and some of the different schools, or really any kind of organization. We had a sign company have their Christmas party here. That was crazy. They actually booked the whole place. They said they want the whole place to themselves, and they needed it too because they were pretty wild.
So for somebody who might be interested in something like that, what's the price range to come in here and book this whole place?
Well, we've got packages for birthday parties, graduation parties that start as few as 8 people, all the way up to if you want to do a full buyout.
Right.
We can accommodate that. And it really depends on how many people you're going to have and what type of food you're going to want to have.
Right.
With that particular company, everybody got 2 drinks that the owner paid for, and then he made sure everybody got home safe, called Ubers for everybody that needed it.
Of course.
So the price range goes from $100 all the way up to as much as you want to spend.
Right, there you go. That's it right there. Well, that's pretty cool, man. I like to hear that. That's definitely a great place out here. Great environment. They got nice big TVs. They do y'all do pay-per-view?
We haven't done the pay-per-view like the fights and everything yet, but we're thinking about it.
Yeah, that'd be a good one to get into. Me myself, I live right across down the street, and I'm always looking for a place to go to watch a pay-per-view fight or watch it. Because nobody wants to pay for it, of course. They would rather come here and spend money, on food instead of spending money on watching a fight. So I'm always looking for a good
we'll look at doing that. A lot of times those pay-per-view fights, they charge you per occupancy. Now, if they want to charge us based on the bar restaurant occupancy, that's fine. If they want to charge us based on the total occupancy,
that's another story.
But it is something that we'll look into. We just keep growing and expanding.
All right. Well, do y'all have anything on if some people are out of town and they want to try to read up on you? Do you have any website or Facebook or stuff like that? Or
yeah, they can go to backalleylanes.com or they can go to Facebook or Instagram and find our page there, Back Alley Lanes. And of course, we're in the Sunshine Plaza, which is in South Daytona, right on US 1. And again, if you pull in, there's a Publix, there's an ice rink out there, there's a DMV. That's where everybody says, you're where the DMV is. And if you pull around the south entrance of the building, or if you're looking at the building, take a left and go around to the end of the building, you'll find our entrance right there.
That's nice, man. Well, we really appreciate you having us out here, man. It's really good to talk to you.
Hey, I got to congratulate you on an outstanding season.
Hey,
10-0?
9-1, but
9-1.
we count it. I don't count it as a loss. If it was up to me, it'd be 9-0-1.
Well, you're doing phenomenal, and we know you're going to be in the big championship game.
Hey, man, we appreciate it. We hope to see everybody coming out there, and supporting.
All right, congratulations.
This is the big one coming up.
Yeah, it's definitely the big one. It is the big one.
That's on the 20th too.
Now the 20th is going to be the one where we're out in Ocala, and we'll be playing the Bulls. That's the conference game.
Right.
And then whoever wins out of that one comes back here to Daytona, and we'll have the championship weekend here in Daytona.
June 3rd, right there at Municipal Stadium.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you got to be there live for that. If you're living in Daytona Beach, you got to be there live for that.
You're not going to get the experience over, a screen or something like that. It's going to be an electric, very energetic atmosphere. We got a lot going on. So.
And you said earlier, Coach, one game at a time, but I can't help but think you guys could be the first ones ever to have a repeat. Back-to-back championship. Look at that ring he's got on his head.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that ring.
Oh, yeah. So we're actually going to get into a little bit of it here. We're going to talk a little bit of football. You're more than welcome to hang out with us. Or, if you're busy, I can see it starting to pack a little bit. I know y'all.
I'm going to make a round, but then I'll come back and hang out a little bit with you guys.
There you go, man. Hey, like I said, I really appreciate you having us over here and letting us hang out.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Man. Thank you. So, yeah, man, guys, y'all do me a favor. If you haven't already, man, y'all can go jump on the Facebook page, Daytona Beach Broncos. You can give us a like, give us a follow. You can also check us out, DaytonaBeachBroncos.com, and you can go on there and check out a full roster. You can check out all our players. We're updating. We're updating it all the time. So we're adding bios, we're adding media. We got all kinds of stuff. If you want to get you some Broncos gear, hat, socks, a shirt for your dog, you can go on there and you can check out the stuff. And honestly, I don't even know what all is on there. I think we got a little bit of everything on there.
Everything.
So definitely go and check it out, man. It's gonna be fun. So yeah, man. Hey, it's good stuff. Good days, man. Coach Craig, how you feeling today?
Oh, I'm very, very well.
Yeah, man. Anything new on the home front?
But what really shocked me yesterday, we had practice, and for the first time that I've ever seen, the team looked up and there was a drone flying over our practice for 2 hours.
Really? And it's not, and we know it wasn't our
I know it went over the defense a couple of times, but it stayed over the offense a long time.
It came over, and it's not our drone, was it? It wasn't our drone?
No,
it was nobody,
I was
none of
wondering,
us?
No, sir.
if something's going on, or,
Crazy. When you got a team like ours and an organization like ours, some people get a little timid. It is what it is. Maybe they wanted to do a quick flyover. I know they came over to the defense for a second, but they got right back up out of there. They got a little nervous. They might have seen something that might have scared them.
Maybe we were waving at them. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It is what it is. But hey, just know if it's your drone and you're not with us, you might want to let us know, because hey, Ron DeSantis makes it very clear that if you feel threatened, Just saying, don't get your drone shot up. So,
Spy gating on our hands.
yeah, right, a little spy gating, you know.
But this week, these last 2 weeks, I've been working with the sponsors that are going to do the sponsor bowl on June 3rd.
Really?
And there's 6 sponsors presently that are going to really participate in the bowl. Cabinet Wholesale Outlet, the printing department, Waldo Sports Club and Billiards, Larson Construction, Daytona Roto-Rooter, and the last one so far is Godfather Pawn. And these guys are so excited to go out on the 50-yard line, you know, and see the coin being flipped and go through the whole process.
And they'll be able to hang out. Are they going to be able to hang out on the
Yes,
sidelines
yes,
and stuff for the whole game?
yeah, yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
It's their game, you know.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
So I'm very excited for these sponsors.
Yeah, man. Now, are you looking to bring in more, or is it just, or do you have a set number that you allow and that's
I
it?
have an open mind. I mean, anybody can, if they feel like it, they can contact me. But right now we have 6. And
There you go.
more the merrier. That's my theory.
Well, what are we offering the sponsors?
We offer the sponsors to put their name on the board for a fee, and you know they'll be right live as the whole game goes on, so they can see a realization.
A little bit of advertisement and a little bit of fun.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
what we
I was talking to Kevin, and Kevin said, I was going to talk to Kevin to see if he wants to put them on the, actually put like a little, if they can make like a little commercial or something.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do.
Something real quick.
Something small, like a
Like
little
little-
quick 10,
Yeah.
15 second.
And just post it like during our games and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that'd be pretty
It's a
cool.
great idea.
That's the championship weekend.
Great idea.
Yeah, we'll have to get together with Kevin and Craig get together and collaborate something like that. That'd be pretty cool.
That's a great
It'd
idea.
be something personal. It don't have to be special. Just something
Right.
just talking.
But these guys are really, really excited about doing it. And hey, if there's someone else out there that really wants to dig in and get some exposure, give us a call. You know.
Yeah.
That'd
Yeah,
be good
give us a
exposure
shout,
for
man.
them,
Reach
for
us
sure.
out, and you can reach out on Facebook. You can reach out through the website.
Right.
Just or you can show up in person. Tuesdays and Thursdays we out there at Derbyshire. Apparently everybody knows already. We got drones
We got
flying
the drones
over.
flying over.
We got media coming out, and that was fast.
You got people standing on rocks with cameras and everything.
Right, exactly, man.
But it's pretty exciting.
That's cool, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Well, speaking of that sponsorship game, we'll jump into it. With the FCFL, we had our, I guess, quarterfinals, conference semifinals, back on the 6th. This was this past Saturday. Down south, we had the number 3 Outlaws taking on the number 2 Fort Pierce Bengals down in the jungle. If you did miss it and you wanted to catch it, you can catch that on Brevard Sports Network, and that's on Facebook. And it looks like it was a big Krispy Kreme donut. Fort Pierce Bengals knocked them out 40-0. Then we had the number 4 Central Florida Centurions go to Feltram Sports Complex to take on the number 1 Rise. Film is questionable. I don't even know if did they go live, or I'm not really sure. Arnell will probably let me know once he sees it. But yeah, the Rise pulled that one out 42-12. Y'all can go through if y'all want. Yeah, go ahead. Just duck down. Give them a nice wave on the way by. There you go. Hey, y'all give it up
Yeah.
For the family.
for the fam. So, but yeah, we had Central Florida come down and take on the Rise down at Feltram Sports Complex. The Rise took that one out 42-12. So, like I said, I still haven't seen any film. I don't know if it's like a secret thing or not, or hey, it is what it is. Hey, you know where you can find our film. Everybody, it's open to the public.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody for watching that too. We got over 1,000 views on each of our games.
Oh man,
It's
it's crazy.
Steady rising
It's
too.
crazy too, and it's just going to get more and more and more. So, and then over on the north side, we had the number 4 Bulldogs taking on the number 1 Bulls. They traveled out to Ocala, I believe they played at. One of those stadiums. I think the Bulls have a couple different
They have 2
stadiums.
different stadiums.
I wasn't sure which one, but they were out there
They have
somewhere.
one downtown and another one out some in the area.
Right. And then the Bulldogs, I believe that was another Krispy Kreme donut that got served out, and the Bulls won that one 29-0. That's another one where the film is, I guess, up in the clouds somewhere. Yeah, nobody wants to release film these days. That's cool. That's whatever. Hey, y'all don't want to tell us? Hey, whatever. But and then we had the number 3 Cougars coming on over to the number 2 Broncos, and that should have been a Krispy Kreme, but it ended up being 40-2. So a lot of high numbers on these games, man. A lot of 40 stacks getting thrown out there. 40-0, 42-12, 40-2, almost 30-0, man. I guess you could say that the rankings and the standings worked. They were very accurate, The number 1s and the number 2s held in, the number 3s and the number 4s are gone. So bringing that to May 20th, which will be the conference finals, we have in the South the number 2 Bengals traveling over to Haines City to take on the number 1 Rise, and that's going to be at Felsham Sports Complex. And I'm pretty sure the Bengals are going to bring Brevard Sports Networks with them for that. So you'll be able to probably catch them on Facebook to check that game. I thank God now we can actually get a little bit of film to watch. And then up in the north, we have the number 2 Broncos going to the number 1 Bulls, and that's going to be somewhere over in Ocala. Not sure exactly.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Yeah, somewhere over there. And then we have Gridiron Productions LLC coming with us, so you'll definitely be able to catch that live film there. So, yeah, man, it's going to be two heavyweight matches going on, on the 20th, man. Number 1 versus number 2 on both sides of the ball. Hey, best man wins. Good luck to all the teams out there. I know Arnell's probably don't like me right now because I actually betted against them on the 20th. And I mean, it is what it is, man. That's a heavyweight match right there. That's a hard one to judge. And with the lack of film that I've seen from the Rise, and I've seen a little bit, but Bengals got a good team.
Yeah, they do.
Bengals got a good organization. They got a great crowd. The community is behind them. They're doing it for all the right reasons. And, they got a lot of momentum going into this game, coming in as the underdogs, coming to play the Rise. I just have a very strong feeling that if they bring the community with them and they bring that crowd and bring the jungle to Haines City, I have a feeling it's going to be a close game. I'm probably going to call the game. I'm going to go ahead and put my predictions out there. I'm not even going on Full of Smoke. But I'm going to go ahead and put my predictions out there. I do believe it's going to be a high-scoring game. I'm going 32-28 Bengals. So, like I said, I think it's going to be a lot of scoring. I don't think they both have great defenses, but they both have solid offenses. Very solid offenses. So that's just me. Sorry, Arnell. I love you, dog. But I'm going to have to rock with the Bengals on this one. So, and then I'm not even going to give you the Bulls-Broncos ones. We're going to show you that. So what about y'all? How y'all feel about that? The Rise Bengals games? Any input?
I haven't seen them. I
haven't seen the Rise too much.
Yeah, I get to watch a lot of Bengals film because they're with us where they actually put out all their film. It's not hard to find.
Yeah. I usually don't watch a lot of film until we get ready to play a team. Yeah. And then I start analyzing.
I can't help it, man. I have nothing else to do. I just be at home. As soon as I get done with film and highlights for us, I move straight on to everybody else. I'm nosy. I want to know about everything. And so, but yeah, man, that's going to be May 20th. Like I said, we're going to be out in Ocala. Bengals are going to be at Haines City. We'll be back next Wednesday to touch on it a little bit more, give you more updates as we go, because we're taking Mother's Day weekend off. Everybody go hang out with their moms for the weekend, just hang out with some family, and just take a weekend off from football. Well, unless you're an XFL fan, then you're not taking the weekend off. So. But and then we have the big one, the June 3rd FCFL Championship game. We are going to be hosting it here in Daytona, no matter if we're in or not. But I can already tell you how I feel about it. So we're definitely going to be there. It's going to be here at the Daytona Stadium. Kickoff for the day. It's going to be a busy schedule, so it's going to be an all-day event. So if you do come out there and now, I'm not sure. If you come in and you are we paying for the day? If they want to come and watch the championship game, but also want to, maybe they have a kid in the combine, do they have to pay parking separately? Yes. Or they do? Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Parking is parking.
sorry guys, parking's parking. But I mean, you would think that they could, pay for parking and then leave, go, and then come back and
we
use
haven't
the same
talked
slip,
about it,
right?
but I mean, they park once.
We'll have more info on it, a little bit more as far as the parking goes when we get next Wednesday. But as far as right now, just know we have the camp. It's going to be a youth camp that's going to be in the morning. Registration for that starts at 9:30 sharp. All right, we have a lot going on that day, so these time crunches are going to be
9 to 11.
9:30 sharp is going to be
9:30 to 11.
registration. 10 o'clock is when the camp will start. It will be 10 to 11. If you are going to bring your child out there, it is free. So make sure you bring all the kids. I believe it's 18 and under, right? Or 17 and under, I'm guessing.
Right.
It'll be for the youth, 17 and under. Anybody can come out there.
Shorts.
I would bring something comfortable to run around in. We are on turf, so if you do not have cleats, I recommend wearing them. But if you do not have cleats, that's fine. You can wear a nice pair of tennis shoes that are comfortable because we are on turf. So, it won't be that bad. That will go to 11 a.m. I'm not really sure if there's anything in between 11 and the All-Star game, but the All-Star game will be starting at 12. That will go from 12 to 2:30. So we'll have all the teams that did not make the championship game. They'll have the All-Stars come in. Hey guys, if you're on a team and you don't make the championship game and you're watching this, man, please show up. All right.
This will be a fun weekend.
It's gonna be fun, man. Hey, just come out there and ball out, man. If anything, you're getting more film. You know what I mean? That's all it is. Come out there, let's have some fun. Last year we had issues because it was way down south. A lot of people had trouble traveling that far, and getting down there, and we ended up not even having the All-Star game. Yeah. And it sucked because people did show up for that, and we have kids coming out there to watch it. So, let's have some fun, man. Let's show up and let's do what we do. That's what we do best. So, following the All-Star game, we have the Sponsor Bowl that Coach Craig spoke about earlier. There is a prize cap for this Sponsor Bowl, so sponsors are coming in, they're kicking out, they're paying for the prizes, they're paying for pretty much everything to go forth. They're going to come out, they'll get to be on the yep, get to come to the 50 for the coin flip. They'll get to hang out on the sidelines. They'll have their sponsor passes, so everybody will know who they are. We'll try to get some advertisement for them. Like y'all said, maybe get a commercial or something to put out there.
Right.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be a good idea. So I think as of right now, all we know that I believe the Blue Devils, or is it going to be
The Blue Devils is the team that's already in, and then we'll see what happens.
Let me double check, Miss Clark. Blue Devils are in, right? So as of right now, Blue Devils are definitely going to be representing the North as one of the teams that are in the sponsorship bowl.
We're waiting for the South.
And then I believe we're going to take the loser out of the conference finals for the South. So whoever loses the conference for the South, right, is going to be the other team to come for the sponsorship bowl. And Blue Devils are wearing them fresh white jerseys. The things were pretty clean too. I liked them. They weren't bad. So we'll definitely get to bring that out. It's $1,000 for the winner. I believe the other team will get $250, and that'll go to the organization.
And that'll be a great game. I think.
Oh, I think it'll be great, and that'll run from 3 to 6 p.m. Championship game will kick off at 7 to 11. We will have, I believe, Full of Smoke will be out there. Shout out to them. They're going to be out there running live.
They're going to be out there all weekend, so I'm looking forward to it.
Right, they'll be out there with a live podcast pretty much whole championship weekend, man. I'm talking about everything from the championship luncheon, I believe, where the two championship teams will come together and be able to eat together, and we're, like I said, it's more than football, man. Everything's bigger than football, especially in this semi-pro level. A lot of these guys are just looking for a home. They're just looking for a platform. But some of these guys, man, they know that this is where the brotherhood is. This is where the love stops for some of them, So some of them are just here to have fun. So we get to bring everybody in and just have some fun, man. It's gonna be a fun weekend.
Yeah.
And I believe it's gonna be Hard Rock, right? Hard Rock.
It's gonna be a lot of firsts.
A lot of firsts
that we're doing.
Yeah, man, we're trying to make history, man. We're trying to bring semi-pro football back. Make it relevant again. Exactly, man. A lot of people don't even know what semi-pro is these days. Mm-hmm. You tell them about the Broncos, they're like, "What is that? Pop Warner?" I'm like, "No, semi-pro. Oh, they got semi-pro down here." Nobody knows about it. Right. So it's like you have to teach them. So, but yeah, man, that's going to be kickoff. It is 7 o'clock. It'll probably be about 11ish whenever it probably gets over. It's going to be, I'm not sure the halftime show. Do we have a halftime show?
That's to be determined.
To be determined. So yeah, we still got a lot of things that are up in the air. This weekend we're going to shake around and get a lot of answers. So Wednesday when we come back to the podcast, we'll have everything for you. So
We have
everything
a
will
meet and
be.
greet, right?
Huh?
It's a meet and greet that Friday, isn't it? A meet and greet.
Is that what it's? Is it going to be?
a meet and greet at the Hard Rock, and then we have at 8 o'clock starts our banquet, and our banquet is for the teams and awards night, and then it finishes up with Willie B doing a comedy show, and that'll be fantastic.
Will it be doing some
He was
comedy?
great last year. He was great last year.
So if you want to meet the Broncos or you want to meet any other teams that's in the FCFL, yeah, meet and greet will be a place to be. If y'all want to
Right.
meet
And
these guys.
it's all formal.
Yeah, it's all formal, so be a good atmosphere.
All right, guys. Well, hey, I mean, like I said, that's all I got for right now for the for championship weekend. Wednesday, we'll have a little bit more info for you. We'll be able to put out some more stuff. It'll be more solid and concrete. And then, of course, we're going to have Gridiron Productions, LLC is going to be out there. They're going to have a 360 visual of the field, so it's going to be a great live stream. I'm sure we'll have Wayne the Voice Matthews out here running some commentation. Shout out to them. You know,
Try to see if we can get Wayne to come down, man.
It really?
Yeah,
Hey man, Wayne does our commentator. He's all the way up in Maryland, so he watches it live. He calls the games live for us. Hopefully we can get him down here in
Can you
Daytona.
imagine him calling it live at the game?
Oh man, he would be. I bet it would be twice.
Outstanding.
Oh man, it would be excellent. So, but yeah, man, and then like I said, Fuller Smoke is going to be doing a live podcast pretty much for the entire championship weekend. So, if you do not, if you haven't followed Fuller Smoke, go on
Go
Facebook.
to their website and check it out. It's
Yeah,
very-
I don't know if they have a website or not, but I do know that they're on YouTube and Facebook.
Yes.
Right? And then Gridiron Productions, they are also on YouTube and Facebook. And then if the Bengals make it, we'll have Brevard Sports Network and Gridiron running it. So we'll have all kind of footage. So and then also shout out to the city of Daytona, of course, for allowing us this opportunity to really come out here and give these guys a platform. You know,
Man, this is a huge thing.
this
is the
venue is huge, man.
Hugest thing for Daytona Beach, I'm telling you.
Exactly. And then, of course, last but not least, man, shout out to all the sponsors, all 44 of y'all, man. Thank you guys. You know, without you guys, we would not be able to really push as far as we are. You know, we would be a little bit more limited in what we could do. So if it wasn't for you guys, you know, guys like, you know, the Godfather Pond, you know, Back Alley Lanes where we're at now, you know, all those top sponsors we got, man, thank you guys again.
Madeline's
Wine Bar, yeah. Thank you guys
There's so
again.
many sponsors that we thank you so much, you know.
But yeah, and guys, don't forget, man, just hop in. You can hop in the comments. You can ask any kind of questions that you have. And sorry, guys, I ain't gonna lie, I'm ordering food. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm ordering food. So, but yeah, jump in the comments, ask away, man. We have full open live comments down here.
Open bar.
Yeah, not yet. So, but yeah, man, that's it for the FCFL, man. It's exciting. I'm ready to go. I'm definitely ready for this game. Broncos have a point to prove. We have, you know, as some of y'all know, if y'all are following us, that this Bulls game, that was our only loss throughout the season. And for some of y'all that have been around for a few years, know that last year we were in this same exact position. You know, we took a loss to a team in the regular season, and we seen them in the conference finals. And you know, it's a different game. It's going to be a different game. You know, playing a team in the regular season and playing a team in the playoffs is completely different. You will see a completely different team. You will feel a completely different energy. You know, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good one. So
For all the marbles.
it's for all the marbles. It's win or go home. You know, for those of y'all that want to keep it going, you're going to go out there and we're going to put it all on the field. So make sure y'all check us out. I believe kickoff's at 7 for us.
Yes.
I think so. We'll keep, like I said, we'll update you Wednesday. So yeah, man, that's about it. So on to the USFL, man. USFL is in their week 5 now. So last week, week 4 recap, we had the Houston Gamblers taking on the Philadelphia Stars. The Gamblers walked away with that one 41-16. Memphis Showboats took on the Michigan Panthers, and Memphis actually got their first win of the season, 29-10, against a tough Michigan defense. So must have been a great game for them. Either that or Michigan had some players that weren't there. It was one or the other. And then Sunday we had the New Orleans Breakers, who are the current only undefeated team left in the USFL, taking on the New Jersey Generals. They won that one 20-17. And then the Birmingham Stallions, the reigning champions from last year, took on the Pittsburgh Maulers, and they won that one 24-20. So it was some interesting games. That Stallions game was pretty good, and that Breakers game was pretty good. The Generals put out
a close game.
Yeah, they put out that was a pretty tough
Generals
game.
really played hard.
Yeah, they did. So week 5 this week, Saturday on the 13th, 12:30, the Maulers are going to Michigan to take on the Panthers. And at 4 o'clock, we'll have the Gamblers taking on the Stallions in Alabama. And then Sunday at 12, we'll have the New Jersey Generals taking on the Philadelphia Stars in Michigan. And then at 3 o'clock, we'll have the Memphis Showboats taking on the Breakers in Alabama. So Memphis coming off a really good win. We're getting their first one. The Breakers still being undefeated. I think that 3 o'clock game on Sunday is going to be a pretty good one. So I'm going to try to tune into that. And then XFL, man. It was a great. Hey man, this was a great season for the XFL,
awesome.
man. This was a great season, and like I said, this is my first year really getting into the XFL. So I'm stuck. I'm not gonna lie. I'm an XFL fan all day. I'm still working on who my favorite team is. I went with the Roughnecks. I went with the Roughnecks this year, you know, and they got a great organization over there. I just feel like it wasn't really my fit. Kev, go ahead. Yeah. It's hard to beat a team twice. Yeah, hey, Coach White, you're definitely right about that. It's definitely hard to beat them twice. We said the same thing about the Cougars, and we see how that went. So, but it's going to be a good one, man. It's definitely going to be a good one. So, yeah, XFL has come down to this, man. We have the Arlington Renegades versus the DC Defenders in the XFL Championship. That will be May 13th. Kickoff will be at 8 p.m., and that is going to be in San Antonio, Texas, and that is going to be at the Alamo Bowl. Make sure you check it out, man. If you haven't really followed the XFL this year, this would be a good game to check out, man. Championship game. It's going to be pretty electrifying. Everybody's going to be there. I believe we did picks. I'm looking at Arlington for the upset.
What?
Oh yeah, I picked Arlington to win 22-18. I feel like DC's been on a roll. They have a dominating offense,
Yeah, but
Arlington has a dominating defense. All right, and I feel like
gonna go with the defense.
I feel like when you put a dominant defense against a dominant offense, obviously I'm going with the defense to capitalize. So if Arlington if their defense doesn't show up, I believe it's going to be a runaway for DC, and it's going to be a pretty boring game. But I hope for an exciting game. So I believe Coach Craig took DC in this one.
Absolutely.
He went 18-24. Coach Joe went with Arlington with a 10-7, obviously. Coach Turner went with DC with a close one, 20-21. And then our cornerback picked Arlington to go 24-12. Coach Mack, I'll get his score, and Coach Clark, I'll get his score. We'll add them together. But as of right now, man, it's between me and Coach Craig for the win. We actually played all 22 games, since we started. We're both 13-9 on our picks, and we both have 5 rounds apiece that we won.
Wow.
So, and we both just chose different teams. So this will be it right here.
Yeah.
It's for all the marbles right here this week. This is it. So, but yeah, man. Hey, other than that, that's a pretty short week, man. That's it for us this week. So I know we'll have a lot more information to put out Wednesday. Y'all go check out Full of Smoke. They'll be live Friday.
Yeah, Full of Smoke. Make sure everybody checks them out. They're fantastic.
They'll be live Friday and Sunday. They like to talk about. I wonder who posted that. Oh, is that Coach Clark? Coach Clark, that's you posting that DC 28-18, huh? I mean, I knew he was going with DC. And to be honest, if he could put all 28 points on Abram Smith, he'd probably do that one too.
Yes, sir.
That boy right there is a beast.
Yeah.
I've actually seen a lot of guys got invited to NFL camps I know the quarterback from the Sea Dragons got invited.
I knew he would go.
Yeah, the Sea Dragons. I believe AJ McCarron decided to stay. He did get an invite, but he decided to stay back. I don't
Where did
believe
he go,
went.
you know?
Oh, Danucci.
Danucci.
I gotta look it up. There's a lot of them. A lot of guys got invites.
Yeah.
I believe the receiver Parsons is your guy from Seattle. He got an invite. I know the Brahmas quarterback got an invite. A lot of defensive guys got invites. So I mean, it's working.
It's doing what it's supposed to do.
It's working. It's doing what it's supposed to do. XFL was meant to be a platform for these guys to move up,
And I'm telling you, it really works.
and it does. Yeah, it
And
does.
it's very exciting.
And you have the fan base, you
Yeah,
have the
fan base,
coverage,
definitely
you
there.
have the money involved. You know, you got two great owners that are really there to just see it thrive. You know, they want the Rock and his ex-wife, what's her name again? What's the other lady that owns? I can't remember her name to save my life.
Both of them are so football oriented.
Yeah, they're real football oriented, and they have some money that they're trying to invest because they want to see something blow up. They would love for this to blow up, and it has. You know, ever since the 2020 season that went down, they didn't get to finish. It really left a cliffhanger for a lot of people, and then they brought it back with a vengeance, and they targeted the right areas.
Yeah.
They targeted the audience. You know, the more butts we can get in the stands, the more electrifying the games are going to
And
be.
I couldn't believe all the gear that they sold. Because
Right.
everybody in the stands had something
Right,
on.
exactly. And then you have the coverage, the way that they do the officiating. You know, how they keep all the coaches mic'd up until the ball snaps, so you can literally be involved. You know, as a fan sitting on my couch, I can feel like I'm in the huddle. I can hear the conversations. I can hear, you know, the emotion behind it. You know what I mean?
And if the fans want to come to the Daytona on June 3rd, please wear the gear.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
DaytonaBeachBroncos.com and go down to Fan Shop, and we have stuff from dog collars down to tennis shoes.
Oh yeah.
We have everything, so check it out.
So yeah, man. Hey, we appreciate everybody that's coming out and everybody that's on there now. Don't forget to jump on the Facebook page, give us a like and a follow. Don't forget to check out Gridiron Productions LLC. Give them a like and a follow so you can stay up to date with when the games go live. Check out Full of Smoke if you want any more information as far as the FCFL and the EAFL and some of these semi-pro teams that we talk about. You can check them out. EAFL is a little long. I'm gonna go ahead and warn you guys. They got like 40-something teams over there, or something like that. But it's fun, man. It's good. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to the sponsors. Shout out to the city of Daytona, and
Shout out to the owners.
and shout out to all the owners. Shout out to all the team owners and the coaches and the organizations and the players for really coming out here and just giving the love for the game. You know, and that's all we're here for, man. We're just here for the love of the game. You know, as coaches, as players, as fans, and that's what we come to watch. Come to watch football. You know, take all the politics out of it and just play ball.
Play ball.
Meet me at the 50.
2 hours of rock and roll.
Right, exactly. So don't meet me there, beat me there. So, and that's for those Bulls players. Don't meet me there, beat me there. So hey man, that's I guess we'll wrap it up there, man. Don't forget to check us out next Wednesday. We'll be back. Vendor will be to be determined.
We will be on next Wednesday somewhere.
We will be here somewhere. Like I said,
in the Daytona Beach area.
we shoot for the 8 o'clock mark, so around 7:30-ish, 8 o'clock. Start keeping an eye out for us. You'll see us go live on there. So thank you guys again, and come check us out, man. Broncos out.
Broncos.
Thank you. You can cut it, Sam.